Got ball on the show. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the New York Yankees. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
And now, please welcome your New York Yankees.
Just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, number 31. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Gavin Lux, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. That's towards center. Grisham settles under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Yandy Diaz now.
Hitter, Yandy Diaz.
Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Next offering upstairs. One out, base is empty. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Two the count.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Jonathan Aranda now at the plate.
Aranda.
Up and in, ball one. Two outs, base is empty.
1-1.
That one pushed to the left and foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in there. It's a first inning double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Junior Caminero in the box with two gone and takes a look at a called strike.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big two-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
There's the strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike three. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Joe Boyle.
Well, it's a three-pitch mix in the repertoire for this starter. He's going to have to command all three if he's going to have success on the hill today.
And here's the veteran outfielder, Trent
for
Grisham.
the Yankees, the center fielder, Trent Grisham.
And there's the strike.
0-1's the count.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touched it.
Way inside.
2 strikes. The count's full.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
All over that one right there. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate.
that's in.
First pitch misses. Grisham gets his lead at first with nobody out. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
This one in the dirt. Runner at first with no outs here. And Judge spoils that one. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Here's Cody Bellinger.
The left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
That missed by a lot. Ball one.
Let's go, Cody.
There's the strike. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on.
1 out. Runners at first and second. That just misses, and now 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
The next offering misses, and that's ball 3.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Digging in, Giancarlo Stanton.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. 1 run's in. Now the second run is in, and they lead by 2. And the throw's offline, safe at third. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Ball 1 there.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That one ran inside, almost got him. This one popped up. Lux gets under it. And there's 2 down. Here's Ryan McMahon now.
The third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
And that one inside and it hit him.
Batting it.
So they're
the
all loaded
shortstop,
up. Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Tough start for him so far. Already at 30 pitches here in the first. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Pitch
One
misses
ball,
there.
two
And a
strikes.
count 1-2. And he hits a ground ball right side. They get the force. Inning over, and it could have been worse. And we're back. Here's the veteran outfielder, Cedric Mullins.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That one's in there. And the count 1-1. Fouled off. He was late.
Let's go, Cam.
And a ball evens the count.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that one hammered. Going back, Bellinger, back some more. Pulls it in on the warning track. Jake Fraley next to hit for the Rays.
The right fielder, Jake Fraley.
Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. One down, base is empty. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball popped up. McMahon settles under it. He makes the grab. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Taylor Walls.
The shortstop, Taylor Walls.
Gets the call. Strike 1. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-1.
And that
ball,
skips
1
in the
strike.
dirt. Fastball for a strike.
2-2 the count.
Got him looking. That K is his 3rd of the game. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off for the
Here's the
Yankees,
power hitting catcher, Austin Wells. Boyle back to work. That's in there. Strike 1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Timing on the
The
swing
center
was
fielder,
good,
number
able to shoot the
12,
ball up the middle.
Trent
Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have
Grisham.
liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Back to the top of the lineup. And now the center fielder, Trent Grisham. And there's a foul ball. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron.
Here comes Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 1. That's in there.
Let's go, Bombers. Ball 1.
That one a little bit high. Now 2 balls and a strike.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Hard hit, but right at him in left.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just
Now
frustrating when you
left
can't get it to
fielder,
fall.
Cody.
Maybe next time up, he'll find a hole.
Bellinger.
Could use a ground
Nope,
ball here.
that's a ball.
Something in the infield.
1-0.
Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
2 on, 1 out. And a foul ball. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. That's in there, and that is strike 2.
Two balls, 2
In the
strikes.
dirt.
Come on, Yankees.
That
3 and
one
2.
misses, and now 3 and 2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
New York.
3-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Come on, Yankees.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And they're all
Nope.
loaded up.
Ball
Man,
4.
that's a tough one to take on the full count,
first
but I
baseman,
guess he
number
saw it really
22.
well. It's a
Yeah.
really nice plate appearance.
Right.
Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Golden opportunity right here.
Catch in these runners here.
Ball
That's a
1,
ball.
no strikes. 1 out, base is full. There's a strike. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Clearly,
ball,
he was sitting on a
2 strikes.
fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just
Ball
going to have to
2.
battle with 2 strikes.
The 2-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Dives, but it's off his glove. In to score from third. And it's an RBI single, and they're up by 3. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. He drove in 2 with a single his first time up. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Here comes the 0-1. And that's
That's a ball.
downstairs and outside. Traffic
ball,
on the
1 strike.
bases with 1 already in. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one
That's
outside. And the count is even, 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there are 2 outs. So they're all loaded up. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Chisholm Jr.
Hey, it's still early in this ball game, but, this at-bat right here could be a big factor in the outcome. You think about it. There's a chance to really blow this thing open right here.
2-0.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. The pitch. And that's a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Upstairs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. In plenty of time to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. And stepping in is the speedy Chandler Simpson. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Outside low,
1 ball, 2
and the
strikes,
count is 1-2. And there's a ball. Not close with that one, and that's ball 3. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And stepping in for the Rays, Nick Fortes. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 1. Fortes hitting 9th in today's lineup, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2018. That one finds the corner. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's too high. Simpson gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
Let's go Yankees.
And that misses. 3-1. Chris, with that distraction and the speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And now it's Gavin
The batter,
Lux
number 3.
trying to get the Rays on the board.
Gavin Lux.
Keep it on the ground. Turn 2.
That's a little bit low. No outs, runners at first and second.
Let's go, New York.
Line to left. Can't get there, and it deflects off him. Runner from second crosses the plate, and now just a 2-run deficit.
Comes through with the RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
First and second, no outs. And here is Yandy Diaz. The 0-1. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Headed for the plate. 1 runs in, around third. The relay to the plate. Safe. He beat the tag. Back even. It's 3-3.
Oh, a huge 2 RBI swing of the bat right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Aranda in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And in foul ground, he pulls it down. 1 out.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Caminero in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Man at second. Foul ball there. The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
In the dirt, blocked. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And down on strikes he goes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Now up for Tampa Bay, Cedric Mullins. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Just missed.
1-1.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, nabs it, and that is that. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
For the Yankees, the third baseman.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And that one is lifted in the air. Mullins settles under it. Makes the grab, 1 away. Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees.
The shortstop, Jose Caballero.
The shortstop takes the ball. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty.
That's ball 2.
Tied up here in the early going. Up and in, ball 3.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Now pitching for
the Rays. They go to the bullpen. Yoendrys Gomez
gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
1 gone, runner at first. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Up the middle, and that hits the bag. Picks it up with the bare hand to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
The center fielder, number 12.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. He's 2 for 2. And that one is inside ball 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Next pitch in for a strike, and now it's even 1-1. That's down and in.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Just missed. That's out to center field. Mullins under it. And it's caught for the out. Here is Aaron
The right
Judge.
fielder, number 99.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact a game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
Late on that fastball.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Just missed. First and second, two down. Here in the last half of the third. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. He's under it. Brings it in, and the inning is over. So digging in,
Leading
Jake
off for
Fraley.
Tampa Bay,
First
the right
time up was a
fielder,
pop-out.
Jake Fraley.
Come on, Yankees.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
0-2
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. He picks up his fifth strikeout on the hill. Taylor Walls will hit next. Caught looking his first time up. The shortstop takes the ball. And that is out of play. And that drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering is down low. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. And that one is downstairs. And now it's 3-2. On a line, base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now a chance for Chandler Simpson. Caballero fires over to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Nick Fortes next to hit for the Rays. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. Just missed. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-1. There's a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that drops foul. Walls at second with 2 down. Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And up to the plate
Leading
comes
up
Cody
for the
Bellinger.
Yankees, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
The first one to Bellinger is in for a strike.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
That one just misses. To the right side, and that's just foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Up next for the Yankees.
And the batter
The
now,
first
Ben
baseman,
Rice.
Ben
A walk, and he's also singled. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Now one
I got a ball,
missed.
1 strike.
And there's
That's
a
a
ball.
ball.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fouls one off. 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now batting, the
They're
designated hitter,
standing now.
Giancarlo.
Gotta be careful with this guy. He's got power.
Henson.
He can untie it with one swing. That missed
Ball, that's off the
inside.
plate.
1-0. That's
Nope, that's off
inside.
the plate. Ball 2.
Upstairs.
Nope, upstairs.
And now 3-0. Draws the walk
Ball 4.
there.
Take your
One of the
base.
things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over
The
at first
batter,
base is
number
going to have a
13,
very aggressive secondary
baseman,
lead. So a ball
Jack
down the line or into the gap
Jr.
will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Chisholm stands in now and watches strike 1. Fly ball down the line. Going back on this one. But it slices just foul. Two outs. That's
Ball
down
one.
and in. A slider missed.
Definitely
2
a
strikes,
swing and
the
miss
count.
slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
That's off
Oh,
the
that's
inside
inside.
corner. And the count is 2-2. Started after it. Appeal to third. Didn't go. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed
Now
and
batting,
walked the hitter.
the third
Man, you got to
baseman,
challenge the guy
Ryan
with the fastball.
McMahon.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just
That's
missed.
just out.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
That one not close. Ball 2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
You can do it. Let's go.
Right side,
Foul ball.
down the line, and it's foul. 2-2 now. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. On the ground,
ball
right
foul.
side, and it's just foul. That was close. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's the Rays
Leading
leadoff
off for the
hitter,
Rays,
Gavin
the second
Lux.
baseman, Gavin Lux.
That one
1-0.
way inside.
Two balls, no strikes. Ball, that's out.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
There's the strike, and now 3-1. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Paul Blackburn takes over on the mound.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this
Yankees,
bullpen has some work ahead of
number
them.
58.
Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick
Blackburn.
outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Go-ahead run on base. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yandy Diaz. And that one a little bit high.
Ball one, no strikes.
Fastball for a strike. And the count even 1-1.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Down in the count, battling to stay alive, and
Now
just a
batting,
nice
the
job to
first
put it in
baseman,
play.
Gunnar
He clearly
Henderson.
didn't catch that one on the big part of the
Miranda.
bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Aranda in the box now, takes strike one. First and second, no outs, and we're at the top of the 5th. Off the mark there, and it's 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
On the ground to third, fair ball. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 4-3.
Well, he found himself
batting,
behind in the count
third
right there,
baseman,
but he didn't give in.
Junior
To me, it's
Caballero.
just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Caminero in the box now, takes strike one. That one is absolutely belted. And it is gone. He'll take a jog around the bases. It's 7-3.
Now pitching
Out of the
for
bullpen for the Yankees, Ryan
number
Yarbrough.
33.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed
Right
hitter
there.
coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move
Yarbrough.
right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Cedric Mullins next to hit for the Rays. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, these Rays really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Stays alive.
Come on, Yankees.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone, really making him work out there.
Hard hit left side. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat. Jake Fraley next to hit for the Rays.
The right fielder.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. Ground ball right side. Chisholm fires to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Taylor Walls. 1 for 2. And that one fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball. On the ground to third. Throws across the diamond. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So digging in, Jose Caballero.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Next one in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Hit on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. On the ground to short. Tosses to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
The catcher, number 28.
Here's the catcher to hit, Austin Wells. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Ball, that's down.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Fraley makes the grab. That's out number 2. Back to the top of the Yankee order.
12.
Here's the center fielder, Trent Grisham. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Next pitch misses inside, and a count 1-2. And they'll do it again. Foul ball left side, he'll see another. That one inside, and a count now even up. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Digging in, it's the
Leading
speedy
off for Tampa
outfielder,
Bay, the
Chandler
left fielder,
Simpson.
Chandler Simpson.
Yarbrough back to work. Just
No, that's
missed.
down.
Yarbrough goes 6 feet 5 inches. He throws a slurve, a sinker, a four-seamer, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. Jazz tosses to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. And now the catcher comes up to him. Nick Fortes. He is struck out, and he is walked. That one finds the corner, and that's strike one.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And that one a little below the knees, and that's ball one. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Hit in the air, right field. Judge has it sized up. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So the Rays batting order turns over. Gavin Lux, the next to hit.
Lux.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
One's the count.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2-2 now. And misses inside. This ball's chopped on the ground. McMahon. And the inning is over. Aaron Judge
Leading
at the
off
plate.
for the
0
Yankees,
for 3 in this
the right
one.
fielder, Aaron Judge.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Well, an at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Swings and misses. 0-2 now.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one's
Ball one.
upstairs, ball one.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Ball 2.
That's a little high. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Yankees,
Bellinger up to
the
hit.
left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Close, but called a ball. Ball one. He swings and fouls one off. The Rays leading by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch is downstairs. Just missed. Late swing, foul to the left. Line drive. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees.
Right.
First pitch just misses. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
1 ball, 1 strike.
just
Nope,
off the
inside,
inside
ball two.
edge. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Base hit. And now a two-out opportunity for Giancarlo Stanton. The throw to second is offline. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
Outside.
that's right. And that one's a
Ball two.
little bit low. And that's ball
2
two.
balls, no strikes.
Just
Ball three.
missed. Runner at second, 2
3-0.
down.
What do you got?
Stanton started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he held up.
It all just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and
The batter,
guy at the
number
plate was not going to
13,
help him out by swinging
second
at something
baseman,
out of the zone.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Chisholm in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that one clips the corner. Rice over at second. Stanton on at first with 2 down. That's
Oh, that's
outside.
outside.
Going to count 1 and 2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Now pitching
New
for the
pitcher on
Yankees,
now, Jake Bird.
Number
He has
59.
a great slider with tons
Jake.
of movement.
Bird.
And stepping in for
Leading
the
off
Rays,
the
Yandy
the designated
Diaz.
hitter, Yandy Diaz.
Let's go, New York.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jonathan.
So up next, Jonathan
Aranda.
Aranda. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swings through that one for strike 1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Next
Ball,
one
that
misses,
misses out.
and it's 2-1.
Come on, punch him out.
That's hard hit on the line. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself
The
it's
third
about
baseman,
the
number
process.
13,
He did everything
Junior
right there. Nothing to show
Caballero.
for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Caminero, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Man at first, 1 away.
Come on, turn the double.
And
1
ball
ball,
1.
2 strikes.
New York, let's go. Come on.
3.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And the runner stays where he is.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the center fielder,
Cedric Mullins, next to hit for the Rays.
Let's go, New York.
In for a strike, and it's 0-1. And that one wrapped foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Let's go Yankees.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Go Yankees. Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
That's a ball.
In the dirt. To second, and he's out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning.
Now pitching for
Now on the
Tampa
mound
Bay.
for the Rays, Steven Wilson.
Number 24.
And he's got a nice lead to work
Steven
with, so he should come in throwing
Wilson.
strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now the third
Leading
baseman,
up
Ryan
for the
McMahon.
Yankees, the third
The
baseman,
Yankees in
Ryan
striking distance, but have some work to do.
McMahon.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed
0-1.
hitter. The Yankees looking to rally. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Everything came together for him. Solid double down the line, and that was a pretty decent pitch that he just turned on. Not really out over the plate. It was inside, but he was more than ready to get that back through the zone.
Caballero stands in now and watches strike one.
Hey!
In the dirt.
0-2.
Let's go Yankees.
Man at second. And delivers
out.
outside. Strike three, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. Austin
The
Wells
catcher,
getting
number
ready to
28,
hit.
Austin.
This is a guy who is very highly
Wells.
regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing,
Counts
but it's
1-0.
that big arm that really stands out. That gets by him. They're waving McMahon home. Still able to fire over. Not in time. He's safe as a run scores.
Picks himself up an RBI. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Grisham, the next to hit, takes ball one.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
And the 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer, when you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary, but this type of guy shuts the running game down.
Zips it to first. That takes care of Grisham. And stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. And that is downstairs. Ball one. And another ball. Wells on at second with two down. And Judge takes a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand.
Now pitching for
Tim
the
Hill
New York
taking
Yankees,
over on the mound.
Just trying to
Number
keep this one
41.
close here, and this is where
Hill.
a bullpen can give their players a
Hill.
chance to fight back into the game.
And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Cedric Mullins.
And that's
Inside,
off
ball one.
the inside edge. And that's ball one.
Let's go, Yankees. Inside, ball two.
There's the strike of the knees.
Nasty 2-0
2-0,
slider there
one
for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
And that's downstairs. And the count is filled up. And foul ball. And a payoff pitch. Right side, hard hit. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the eighth. Now up for Tampa Bay, Jake Fraley.
Jake Fraley.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. That one drilled left field, and that's a fair ball.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other
batter,
way on a
number 6.
line. You know, hitters,
Shortstop,
they take so many
Taylor
reps in the cages working on
Walls.
going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Ball one.
Walls in the box here. Lets that one
1-0.
go for a ball. Yeah, that's fouled off. Throw to first, and he's back in
he's safe.
easily. Fought off foul.
Come on, Yankees.
Misses.
No,
2
inside.
balls, 2 strikes. And down on strikes. And now 2 gone.
Now batting. the
So
left
next to the
fielder,
plate for
Chandler
Tampa Bay, Chandler
Simpson.
Simpson. Snap throw to first.
Safe, he's
Back
good.
in safe, really close. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2
The
away.
catcher, number 40, Nick.
Here's the catcher,
Fortes.
Nick Fortes. That's in for a strike. First and second, 2 down, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering is fouled back. Two outs. And now
Oh, that's
1
it.
and 2. Good job to fight that one off. Two on, 2 outs. Inside.
That's inside.
And it's 2 and 2. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in.
Now pitching for the
Now
Rays.
a new pitcher for the Rays, Garrett
Number
Clevenger.
60, Garrett Clevenger.
Three, four,
Leading
five
off
due up
for
for the
the
home
Yankees,
team. Here
the
comes
left
Cody
fielder,
Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
Got to keep things
Ball
airtight defensively right here. On your toes,
Ball
ready to
one,
make
no
a
strike.
play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
That one
Ball
inside.
inside.
And the count is 2-0. Swing and a miss as he was late.
As a hitter,
Two balls,
you got to
one
learn
strike.
something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
2-2 the count.
And that
Hell
just
no.
misses. And Belly goes down on strikes. Now here's the Yankees
The first
cleanup
baseman,
hitter,
number
Ben Rice.
22, Ben Rice.
That was the sweeper, but it
outside.
missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a
Ball two.
cookie like that.
That one almost got him. Foul ball. One down, base is empty. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate.
Now
He kind of
batting,
rolled
the
over on this
designated
pitch a
hitter,
little bit,
Giancarlo
but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock,
Stanton.
and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
The batter, number 13, second
Now
baseman,
Jazz Chisholm
Jazz
Jr. steps up for a big at
Jr.
bat. That misses
Outside,
off
that's
the
a ball.
outside edge.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
Tying run at the plate. And that's
That's ball
downstairs
one.
and outside. Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
The tying run at the plate. And that one fouled off. That one 95 to finish him off. The
Pinch hitting
Yankees
for the
going with a
Yankees.
pinch hitter.
Number 48,
Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul
A critical at bat in this
Goldschmidt.
game for him. Off the mark there. 1-0.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
And another ball with the tying run at the plate. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next
That's
offering
ball
is
three.
downstairs.
3 balls, no strike.
And he takes a strike. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run.
3-2.
Line drive, base hit. The run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single, and it's now a 2-run game.
Big RBI for him right
Now
there.
pitching
You'll often
for
hear
Tampa
the...
So the
Bay.
closer summoned from the bullpen,
Number 22.
Griffin Jacks.
Griffin.
Well, the best relievers love the
Yes.
opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Looks
Now
like we've got a
running at second
substitution
base.
at second. And here's the pinch
Number
runner,
14.
Ahmed Rosario.
Ahmed.
First and second,
Rosario.
2 outs. Jose Caballero now at the plate. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. Rosario, the lead runner out at second. Goldie at first, 2 out of the inning. The shortstop takes the ball. Late swing, fouled off. Now all even up. Out to center. Mullins settles under it. Makes the grab, and that is the inning. Fernando Cruz on to pitch out of the pen here.
Now pitching for the New York Yankees, number 63, Fernando Cruz.
Now into the game, Oswaldo Cabrera. He's the
Now
new
playing
third baseman.
base, number 95,
Here's the Rays leadoff hitter,
Oswaldo
Gavin Lux.
Cabrera.
And that's outside. And it's 1-0. Cruz, in his 4th year, he features a splitter, a 4-seamer, a cutter, and he works in a slider. That one to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. At the plate now for the Rays
batter,
is the
number
DH,
2,
Yandy
designated hitter,
Diaz.
Yandy Diaz.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. That misses the zone. Now 2-0. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top of the 9th. And it is 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one off the outside edge. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Jump throw across his body. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jonathan Aranda.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Wastes no time there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Junior Caminero. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Inside corner for a strike. That one is hammered right field. That's back there. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. And we're back.
Leading
Bottom
off for
9.
the
Here's the
Yankees,
Yankees catcher
the
now,
catcher,
Austin Wells. Check swing, called strike. That one missed. That one fouled off.
Come on, Yankees.
In the
2
dirt,
balls,
and the
2
count's
strikes.
even at 2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Hit in the air, left field. Mullins settles under it. One up, one down. He's 2 outs
center
away.
fielder, number
Now here's
12.
Trent Grisham.
Trent Grisham.
And that's way high. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a
That's
chance.
the ball.
And that one missing low.
2-1.
That one pushed to the left and foul. One down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Sizing this one up. Snags it for the second out. Now the number 2 hitter,
The right
Aaron
fielder,
Judge.
number 99, Aaron Judge.
And ball 1 to the right fielder. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Fastball for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The Yanks down to their final strike. That one inside.
That's
The
inside.
count now 2-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a fun game all the way around. We saw plenty of action. 12 runs total on the board, but a pretty close finish at the end.
A 7-5 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.